secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Eggs, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing around it.
What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Eggs, my brother.
No. Don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing around it.
What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early.
Time after time time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Ex, my brother.
No, don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your own communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different when it's a grown black man standing his ground.
Barbershop conversation, guys. Appreciate you, JP, Keno, Jeff Smith. Appreciate you. And we got an A and B selection today from Team Hawthorne. Coming first to the stage, the most beautiful girl in the world, Kennedy Lenny Jean Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Kennedy Lenny Jean Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Coming next to the stage, the gentleman, Lincoln Curtis Gerald Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Lincoln Curtis Gerald Hawthorne, ladies and gentlemen. Great job. Great job. Thank you. That's mom applauding. Hey, Miss Candace. There you go. Perfect. Thank you, guys. All right, love you. Close the door. For what? Oh yeah, you're welcome for sure. Dun, 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 dun. So that's Team Hawthorne, man, giving you a A and B selection, man. Thank you guys. You know, we putting that 10,000 hours in, and the more disciplines you can add to your children's life, I assume the better off they'll be, you know, because those disciplines carry over into real life, you know, from playing the piano to getting up, brushing your teeth, cleaning your room, making your bed, you know, all those disciplines last a lifetime, you know. So, but appreciate you guys coming to the show. I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with the Brian Cussard interview. Terrence Crawford had an interview on Brian Cussard today, and it's getting interesting, man. It's getting interesting. And what I will say is this: the energy in Terrence Crawford in that interview, I would say, one, because of he's very familiar and he trusts Brian Cussard, and two, I mean, I've never seen Terrence Crawford smile so much. Terrence Crawford feels like he's won. Terrence Crawford genuinely believes that in terms of his professional career, he feels like he's in the best position he could be in today, financially, and getting paid to fight a David Avanesian, $10 million. That is the biggest purse I've ever seen for an opponent like that in modern day boxing, you know, ever since the inception of, shall we say, the Zone and PBC. That's a hell of a payday, $10 million for him. And he's not really a great interview, but I respect it. I believe what was forthright, I guess, as he can be. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's on is it on Showtime or is it on the Last Stand podcast? Pick either of the two, and it's probably on either. And Brian Cussard does a good job of disarming, or they trust him enough just to sit down and have the conversation with him. So kudos to Brian Cussard. Brian Cussard is going to be in somebody's Hall of Fame one day. And he's doing a hell of a job, man. We got to celebrate men. We got to celebrate men who are men, man. Take care of their family, man. If you saw his stories, your jacket, put it by the front door so we don't forget it. If you saw his stories, he took his family to New York, and we got to get back to celebrating men who do family things and not that street shit, man. I think we've grown accustomed too much to celebrating men who are in these streets doing street shit, as opposed to men who go home, you know, who's home having dinner at 5, 6, maybe 7 o'clock at night. Those men should be celebrated. And that's considered corny in 2022. You know, if you ain't popping bottles, or if you ain't popping bottles every night, or you ain't going viral standing beside a celebrity, or, you know, you ain't cool enough. When in fact your integrity and your consistencies raises your children. Not those ones in the strip club. And but yeah, it's a good interview. Terrence Crawford disposition seemed amazing. What I will take from this interview is I really hope Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford can make the fight for a couple of reasons. The obvious reasons is we want to see it. The obvious reasons is we deserve it as fans. Two, they say it now because they're young men and they're healthy and they're in their physical prime and they're happy. But in 10 years, you're gonna get tired of answering that question. Why didn't you fight Terrence Crawford? and you don't know from what place that they're coming from. I knew you were scared, or man, that's sad he didn't give you your legacy fight. That would be awful for both of them, and I just hope that they can work together. Terrence Crawford again reiterated that he FaceTimed him. Um, 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 so hopefully maybe Earl Spence FaceTimes him. But I have a hunch. I just have a hunch because I have common sense. And this is just an educated guess by me. Black Prime is going to offer Earl Spence some money. I just have a hunch. I believe that they're going to take the opportunity next week, take their liberty, since they have the world's attention, that they may offer Earl Spence some money. And obviously it's going to be in the 20+ range. And the reality is there's no guarantee that you're going to get that back in pay-per-views, especially if you go the celestial TV route. And I meant to do a video on this earlier, but I was with the family, so I didn't have much time to allocate, because they're doing they're practicing for their recitals, and the piano's in my office. So we were in here just listening to the kids play music, Dre and I. But if Earl Spence fights on an app, the app doesn't have any jurisdictions. And what I mean by that is Showtime can't go into different territories. They can't go into the Sky Sports territory. They can't go into the, I don't know, ESPN territory in another country. I don't know what these territories consume, but the BBC and they take a huge sum of money. So the reality is there's no jurisdictions on an app as of right now. America is going to clamp down on the app type situation. Trust me. I don't know when they're going to do it, because that's going to be a big discussion in the in this G8 conversation. You understand what I'm saying? That you can literally create an app and you have no jurisdictions over where it gets to go. From a financial standpoint, these big wigs are losing astronomical amounts of money. That's one of the biggest reasons why they will dissolve. Showtime must dissolve into an app because of the jurisdictions. And I don't know what they're going to carry over, but Showtime must fail. Showtime cannot succeed as Showtime. It's just impossible. Showtime as a TV network can't go where the app goes. And because of that, apps are the way to go. And this is information that Steven Espinoza will never tell the fighters. Not only can they go, they're going to double charge you. Now, obviously, the app got to be able to move. Like, you got to have people on the app that builds and builds and builds. And and like I said, my education had to grow on apps as well. I didn't have the education that I had on apps in the initial. You know what I mean? I just want to cut a TV on and get everything. And at the time in 2015, 16, I had cable. Now I have YouTube TV, and I can just click what I want. Click off what I don't want. It's real easy to operate. But the app is the way to go. Fighters, if you can hear my voice, the app is the way to go. Because you don't have, especially when you can negotiate your cut, because they take too much money. Imagine they take 30%, minimum 30% off the top, no matter what you do. An app, no, they can't. It's not like that. There's no middleman with an app. If you fight on DAZN, you don't go through Showtime. You don't go through CBS. You don't go through Fox. And this is what the fighters don't know. So I'm giving the fighters game. I'm going to look like an asshole today. Today, I'm going to look like an asshole, right? But tomorrow, I'm going to look like a genius. And that's why you see ESPN go to ESPN Plus. All pay-per-views are on where? ESPN Plus. Now you got it, guys. Because if they do ESPN Plus, they bypass celestial TV and cable. And these are conversations that you need to ask Steven Espinoza. And he will explain it in the language in which you guys need to hear, because you guys need to hear it coming from a man that is an employee. Frederick is a free man. This man is just simply an employee of the Redstones. You know, y'all respect him. I mean, you guys should give him the same respect that you give the barista at Starbucks, but you guys don't. You guys put him higher because he deals with celebrities. And that's the sad thing about this. That's the sad state about us as a people in America. Because he makes a lot of money and works for a recognizable company, he gets more respect than people that you see every day. We got to fix that in our society. Motherfucking Matt Ryan. What else? So I would say, so PBC fighters some of them may not like what I'm saying. A lot of them do. But I'm here to tell you, if you fight on an app, you're going to make more money. Especially if you do a pay-per-view, you're going to make more money. Because DAZN doesn't have to worry about paying out nobody. If you fight on Fox or Showtime pay-per-view, they're taking their money off the top. So let's say you do 1 million pay-per-views at $80. That's $80 million. Half of that is gone. So that means you split $40 million. But if you do $80 million on an app, you get $80 million. You just got to pay your taxes. That's it. And guess what's easy to do on an app? Audit. What's audit, Fred? Where you can illegally tap into their mainframe and see how many buys they got. But if you do that on Showtime or Fox, you know how long that'll take? Years. You know how long that discovery phrase is gonna take when you dealing with Fox and Showtime and NBC and so this app business will literally put Steven Espinoza out of big time boxing. And realistically, he's already out of big time boxing. Steven Espinoza is sitting on twiddling his thumbs, waiting on a budget. Little Steven is like, man, I hope I can get these fights. That's why they're announcing these fights with no date, with no signed contracts. He doesn't know what the budget is yet because he is an employee. He doesn't set the budget. The irony of this whole thing is you guys should respect me more. I created my own budget for my films. Steven Espinosa is not putting up his own money. And we got to get back to the basics, man. You know, he is basically the man that you meet. He is a receptionist. He's a glorified receptionist. All these people are glorified receptionists. But we overvalue them instead of the people we should be valuing. Give these men and women too much respect. Respect the man more that puts up his own money and opens up his barbershop. Oh, I ain't fuck, man. He ain't got no celebrity clients. I don't respect him. Oh, Steven Espinosa. Oh yeah, they can underpay the talent, and the Redstones get 30% off the top and they ain't did nothing. Oh yeah, that's okay. I don't mind getting ripped off as long as you famous. You can rip me off. Oh yeah, I'm cool with a famous person ripping me off. And then the other part of this conversation I want to have is I saw Dante's boxing video yesterday. And it's making its rounds today about this referee that gave Manny Pacquiao an 18 count. I want us to watch the Dante Boxing Nation interview together. Not interview, but he did a commentary. And I thought he did a good job on it. Shout out to Dante. I thought he did a great job on it. And I want us to watch this.
For the boxers out there.
And this is right up Dante's alley. Dante loved this. He loved this. He loves this type of stuff when it comes out.
They want to clean the sport up and they want to fight corruption in their sport. That they participate in. One of the best things you can do is start using those huge platforms. Manny Pacquiao. If he would have ruled it as the headbutt that it was, the fight would have went to the scorecards and Hussein would have won. And then right here is going to be one of the most important stories to pay attention to. We know that when Deontay Wilder faced Tyson Fury, there were long counts for Tyson Fury when he was on the canvas, and not only the first fight, but the third fight as well. Well, veteran referee Carlos Padilla, he comes out, does an interview for the WBC, and admits to cheating for Manny Pacquiao by giving him extra time when he got knocked down and he was really hurt against Nadal Hussein. He laughs about it now, talking about how he prolonged the count and how he knows how to do it. But believe it or not, that wasn't the only time Padilla admitted to cheating in this fight in favor of Manny Pacquiao. Now, this part right here is even worse to me. So, just in case you guys don't know, that fight ended in a TKO, a win for Manny Pacquiao. Well, the reason why the fight was stopped because Hussein, he had a cut. But the cut was from a headbutt, which Carlos Padilla admits in this interview that he acknowledged. He knew it was a headbutt, but he said he told them that it was a punch. And because he ruled it as a punch, the fight was declared a TKO win for Manny Pacquiao. If he would have ruled it as the headbutt that it was, the fight would have went to the scorecards and Hussein would have won. And then on top of all of that, the cut looked like it was underneath Hussein's eye. And when the doctor seen the cut, he didn't say anything to Hussein. He just looked at it for a quick second and then just stopped the fight, which comes off like he was in cahoots with the referee and Manny Pacquiao. Guys, this is a major injustice. And what makes it even crazier is, once again, this referee, Carlos Padilla, he's doing this interview for the WBC. So the WBC, they heard this man make these admissions that he actually cheated multiple times just to secure a win for Manny Pacquiao. So the WBC, they could have decided not to put this interview up. But despite knowing that he said all of these things, the WBC, they still put this interview up on their website. And just remember, it was the WBC president that was going out of his way defending Tyson Fury when there were accusations of Tyson cheating in any fashion. But yet when it came to Gervonta Tank Davis, the WBC, they came out and accused Gervonta Tank Davis of having loaded gloves. But shortly after they put that post up, they deleted it. With that being said, before I keep talking, let's go ahead and get into the actual video. This is Carlos Padilla, once again, admitting to everything he did to get Manny Pacquiao the win. Now, by the way, just to set this up for you guys so you know exactly what Padilla is talking about at the beginning. Padilla, he starts off by saying, they told me that this is a really important fight for Manny Pacquiao. If he gets past this fight, he gets to fight for a world title, etc., etc. But I wonder, who is they when he said this? And that's what the guy who was interviewing him should have asked him. Who is they? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into the interview. Check it out.
He will have a chance to fight for the world championship. So I post for my coming back here, state. And you know the opponent, Hashim or whatever his name, is taller, younger, stronger, and dirty fighter. Managed by Jeff Phoenix, the trainer from Australia. So in the 7th round, I think Manny got knocked down. I thought he's going to get up because his eyes are like a cross eye. Because I'm a Filipino and everybody's Filipino watching the fight. So I prolonged the count. You know, I know how to do it.
Damn.
And when he get up, I still am. Hey, are you okay? And that's prolonging the fight. Are you okay? Okay, fight. And then Phoenix.
Swerves his opponent around so that he has an advantage. That was a punch. He comes up to Money.
Watch college football all season long, live and cable free.
He's coming in.
He was not trained by Freddie Roach yet. He holds for his dear life. And the guy pushed him. He went down again. I said, hey, to the opponent, you don't do that. You don't prolong it. You don't do that. That's what. Okay, judges, get action. Get action. You know, Manny is still groggy.
Good right by Hussein. Si Manny Pacquiao. Papatumawak muna si Manny. Imayakap si Manny Pacquiao. Pero wrestling.
Okay, guys, so I think the interpretation right there when it comes to the subtitles was wrong. It clearly sounds like Carlos Padilla. He said that Manny Pacquiao was still groggy. He was still hurt. And then Carlos makes another admission by saying that he took a point away from Hussein just to buy Manny Pacquiao time. So Padilla, he pulled out all the tricks in this fight.
Yep. Damn.
Now, this is when Padilla said that Manny Pacquiao, he headbutted Hussein.
He batted the other guy. That's a cut. I said, my God, I declare it a punch. But it's if there is a bat, you have to stop the punch to the judges. Headbutt. That's a point deduction. But if you don't do that, the fight
Damn.
continue, meaning to say it's a good clean punch.
Wow.
So it's not really big and it's not really, but I never stopped the doctor to check. I want to see it. Serious? Later on, I know because they said, better knock that guy, money. Because, in the Philippines, you might be, we will be in trouble.
Okay, yeah, so the subtitles are definitely off. Right there, just in case you didn't understand what Padilla said, he said he overheard Manny Pacquiao's team saying, you need to knock this guy out to win the fight. They knew that they were way behind on the scorecards. And that's where, once again, the referee Padilla came in.
Inside position, Pacquiao. Ayun, yun. Tatawagin na ni referee Padilla yung doktor. Itatawag na ngayon ang ringside position sa wakas. Tinawag ni Carlos Karim.
Guys, let me tell you, if there was an admission like this in any other sport, this would be the biggest story.
All right, we can stop it there. Yeah, so basically, a fighter this fight is taken in the Philippines. It looks like before he got to Bob Arum. I just want to clarify that up. He's in the Philippines. He's a referee in the Philippines. Everybody watching the fight is the Philippines, is what he said. And he didn't want Manny Pacquiao to lose to this guy. So what he did was he gave Manny Pacquiao a 18 count. It was 17 yesterday, but someone reported 18 today. And he gave him a long count. And then he took a point away to give Manny Pacquiao more time. And then lastly, Manny Pacquiao headbutted him, but the ref called it a punch. Right? Called it a punch. So what they could do is stop the fight because of the cut, because Manny Pacquiao was down on all scorecards. He was losing the fight. And that's what the referee did. They ultimately stopped the fight from the cuts, and Manny Pacquiao went on to win the fight. Boy, this corruption is 360, ain't it? It is heart-wrenching. That poor man that would have won the fight probably would have got paid for a rematch. Manny Pacquiao's career would be a little bit different. And Dante went on to say he didn't get another championship fight for another 3 years. No, I'm not. What's going on in China? I gotta cut my TV on. Update me. Was it a civil war? It's they destroying the sport right in front of our eyes. And it makes you question a whole lot of things. You know, the Mikhail Fox fight is the most notable. The Brazilian versus Oscar Valdez when they cheated before the fight. And then we find out it's for the almighty dollar, and more importantly, their position in the sport. People don't want to relinquish their position in the sport. And it's the collateral damage is the people are rising up against the government. That's good. Shit. I'm glad they are. They tired of being held down, locked down. You know what I mean? Can't use the internet. Only can have 2 kids. Only can get a certain job. That's good, man. Something happened that broke the camel's back. It's important. Imagine if black people in America had that shit. You know what I mean? The worst we'll do is tear up our community, tear up our neighborhood. But that's what's going on in boxing. Did you guys see the Jamel Charlo? I saw it on Fight Hub. Here it is, right? If you guys want to beam in. Jamel Charlo on Fight Hub. If Jamel is going live, so that means he's in camp. He says he's fighting January 28th. I'm waiting on him to formally announce that fight. Hopefully it happens on January 28th. But Steven Espinoza doesn't know. You know, he has it penciled in, but I don't think he got the budget yet for it, because I don't know why they haven't announced it. But hopefully they'll announce it December 17th, because I really want to see that fight. I want to see Jamel Charlo versus Tim Tszyu. I think it's a compelling fight. I think Jamel Charlo's left hook may be a little bit too much for him. Jamel literally has dominated an entire division and gets no respect from the boxing public. That's crazy that the Charlo brothers have 5 belts collectively and get minimum respect in the sport of boxing. Why do you think the Charlos don't get the respect of being twin brother world champions currently? Why don't they get the respect? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people that piss people off that that the fans like, but they don't sell tickets. They don't fight in their hometown. They don't sell out their hometown. Well, Jamal did sell out against Brandon Adams. 6,500 people. He did sell out. So, which is awesome. But it's weird to me that they're not box office, Kyle. Why do you think that is? What's up, Kyle?
Yo,
Can you hear me?
what up?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Why do you think they're not box office?
Who do you say?
The Charlos.
Cause they alienate their own fan base, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you alienate the other fan base.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't got no fan base, man. He got booed, man. They booed the hell out of him in that arena, man.
Did you go to the fight?
Yeah, we was at the fight.
Did you go?
Yeah, we went. We was on the floor.
Okay.
I was sitting. Me and Jojo Diaz were sitting next to each other.
No, I'm talking about when they got booed. Oh, you talking about the fight this past weekend? They got booed.
Yeah.
Really?
They got booed in Dallas too. We was in Dallas when they got booed too.
You went to the Dallas fight, right?
Yeah, and I went to this fight that he got booed at.
Okay. Damn. I mean, they got booed like booed like above average booed,
Bro.
or was it like just like boo because it's a Latino fans?
Listen, bro. There was a lot of Latino fans in there, right?
Who?
There was a lot of Latino fans in there, right?
Sure.
Michael Hunter was in there. They didn't boo him.
All right. I don't know why they don't correlate. They don't transfer over. We got Wakanda Forever in here. What's up, Wakanda?
Hey, what's up, Fred, man? How you doing, man?
Feeling good, man.
Hey, what's up, Kyle?
What's up, bro? How you been, man? Where you been at, man?
Man, I've been good, man. Good to see you again.
Good to
Man,
see you.
been MIA, man.
I've been MIA, man, because, hey, Lil Stevie been pissing me off, man. Hey, Lil Stevie, where my fight at, Lil Stevie?
No, it happened.
Hey, oh.
Ain't nothing happening until ain't nothing happening until January.
Huh? I mean, hey, what's up? What's up with Al, man? He don't want to put arrow, man. He don't want to put arrow up, man, because he know, man, Terrence Crawford go bust his ass, man. It look like Al, man, he's protecting his cash cow, man. What's up?
I genuinely believe that Earl is. My opinion is they're not on the same page. They can't be. They can't be, because he called the WBC and the WBA to mandate Spence versus
Keith
Thurman, knowing Earl Spence don't want that fight.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't believe that they're on the same page.
Okay. You know what? Always is on some bullshit, man. I'm really getting tired because right now, I'm sorry, Fred. You know what? I just gotta tell you the truth now. Al is on my ADN list.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on that.
That's a tough list.
Hey, man. Where the goddamn fights, man? You hoe ass nigga. I'm pissed off, man. Hey, man, y'all better be ready, man, because, hey, let me talk my shit, man. This is some bullshit, man. Ask Carl, man. Hey, we spend so much money, man. Hey, Carl, didn't I run into you in Vegas, bro? You warmed up to me and everything, man. Shout out to Baba's Conversation, man. Fred, I forgot to congratulate you, Fred. Man, these guys are a representation of you, man. The way they warmed up to me, man. You know me, man. I'm from Wakanda, man. I'm a loner, man. I came in there walking over myself, man. I found Carl there, man. I walked up to him. I said, "Are you Carl?" Yeah, he said, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Man, this is Wakanda from Barbershop Conversations, man." Hey, man, the brothers warmed me. Hey, they warmed up to me, man. With the other guy, what's the other guy's name?
Once I know who it was, I'm like, "Oh shit!" Because we started laughing.
Man, the other guy, dude. So I didn't know him, man. But as soon as I told him, man, Wakanda's in the building, man, I could see the glow on his face, man. I said, "This is all Barbershop Conversations, man." That's why I belong here, man. I don't go to all other, boxing channels, man. There's some suckers, man.
Build community. Yeah, build community. Yeah, I was trying to catch up with them this weekend.
Man, that was good, dude, man. You guys, man, the brother.
I'm the worst planner of all time, bro. Like, see, the thing about Fred, he has a set schedule.
No, you told me breakfast Saturday.
No, I'm saying, but if we miss the window, something else is in that pocket. You got
I got two kids.
Yeah.
Kids. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, if you miss the window with Fred, hey, you missed it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in that pocket. He got shit. I don't know how to. I can't lift, man. I've been trying to, Fred. Like how you got everything like fucking like structured and like lined up, like everything like this time and everything like lines up, dude.
Got to, man, with kids, man, because the schedule holds them accountable to it. So the night before we have our schedule. Like today, I said, Kennedy, we're leaving at 4:30 tomorrow. We're leaving at 4:30 tomorrow to go to a basketball game. Okay. And so that they know, so yeah.
Hey, Fred, man, what do you think about Wilder, man? Hey, that TKO, man, first round, man. I was telling my kids, I was like, man, don't blink. And they're like, Daddy, what are you talking about? I was like, this is Wilder, man. We're back.
Don't blink.
But I don't like the Ruiz fight, man. I'd rather let's get Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Let's baptize that brother. Send him back to Nigeria.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they deserve each other at this point, man. And I said last week I would love for Wilder to be extremely selfish and be a rock star. Go to all these different countries and fight these guys and enjoy. If you got to fight a bum in Russia, fight a bum in Russia.
Thank you.
If after the Anthony Joshua fight, man, you deserve to be celebrated as a world champion, man. Not many American fighters get a chance to do that. And I wouldn't say it's a regret by Floyd because Floyd is very successful at what he's accomplished. I'm willing to bet he would have loved.
Man, fuck Floyd, man. Fuck,
Yeah.
man. I don't fuck with Floyd, man.
Yeah, but I'm willing to bet he would have loved to have fought Ricky Hatton in the UK. I'm willing to bet he would have loved to do that, you know, because they basically came to Vegas, you know. So it's just something to think about, you know.
Hey, what do you think, man? Wilder, Joshua, man. I think, man, Joshua, man. I think Wilder gonna put Joshua to sleep like in the 3rd round, man.
I would say it's a very competitive fight.
Mhm.
I think Wilder's reach. I think Wilder's one-punch knockout power will always have AJ tense. I don't think we've ever seen AJ flow in a fight.
Okay.
In recent memory, right? He's always been like real amped up, you know. And I think that because of Deontay Wilder's right hand, he won't be comfortable enough to withstand 12 rounds from Wilder. But it's a closer fight today than it was, I think, than it was years ago. I think Wilder knocks him, though. I think Wilder knocks him.
You think so? I think Tyson Fury has lost an inch, man. You know,
from
those knockdowns.
Well, he's fighting this weekend, of course.
I saw the ESPN running ads for the
So
fight.
it's gonna be on ESPN.
I guess they running ads for it.
ESPN.
Hey man, Fred, what's up with this dude, man? That just came out talking about Manny Pacquiao, man. That's gonna put a dent on his career, man. And I'm looking at Manny Pacquiao like, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that fight, man. Does anyone have, is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. It looks like Dante got the fight from YouTube. It's definitely gonna put a stain on Pacquiao's career. And it's just awful. It's a huge black eye for boxing because it basically tells you that some of these fighters have been put in position to be successful.
Thank you.
They're not as good.
That's a shame, man. But why would the guy come out, man? Like, man, you messed up the dude, man. Now, I mean, ain't no repercussions. Like, you know, just shut the fuck up, man. Why would you even talk about it, man? Like, you've ruined somebody's career. You know, I mean, Manny Pacquiao, you know, benefited. But the other dude, man, I kind of feel bad for him, man, you know?
He old. He about to die. So, shit, that's why.
Yeah, he wanted to clear his
conscience.
He did.
Yeah, that's how they do. When people get hella old like that and they see that there's more days behind them than it is in front of them, they do that that's what they do.
Hey, but that's mostly men, though, because women, man, they'll go to the grave, man. They'll take that to the grave, man. Women are taking that to the grave. I don't know why us men are like that, man, you know? Dude just had to let it out. Motherfucker, you should have just gone down to the grave, man. Like, you know, be like women, man. Women will go to the grave, man. They will never shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, we should.
I read that shit. I was pissed off. I was like, man. So a lot of people's careers, man, they've been ruined. I had Margarita one time. He had something, man, in his gloves, man.
Blaster.
You know?
Yeah, he's a definite cheater, and he did it for years. You know, same thing with A-Rod in baseball. Same thing with Canelo in boxing. We don't know how long they were cheating.
Damn. But people are out there betting money, man. You know, they're like savings, bro. You know, like you coming to fuck with my savings, man. You know, guys are studying the fights, putting the money up there. Then in the back, you guys are cooking some shit, man. This world is a dirty world, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, they out here doing the best they can with whatever they got, man. Oh, they want to stay in power. That's for damn sure.
They're gonna stay in power too. That's for damn sure.
Man, you know what now? All the mess, that dude has pissed me off, man. I was waiting for November 19th, man, and this motherfucker, man, we don't have a fight. You know, Terence Crawford is fighting some dude I don't even know about, man. Like, you know, why didn't he fight Boots or, you know, this Virgil Ortiz, you know?
Because they all, you got to think, man. Everybody is signed with the promoter. You can't just listen, man. Don't let these people fool you and think that
Right.
they can just do whatever the fuck they want to do. It's not true, and it ain't fucking happening. But Kyle Davis got some news to share with everybody.
Go ahead.
The Virgil Ortiz and Stanley Onis, they're in negotiations. They about to fight for the regular WBA belt.
Okay.
And also they trying to get it to where it don't have to go to purse bid. So they working hard to negotiate a fight. And so that's that. I posted a little something.
Pacquiao, you see, it's like, when you put it like that, it's like, man, us guys, the paying customer, man. Because if I'm the paying customer, man, I gotta have a say, man. You know what I mean? Like, these guys can't just be dictating terms as if that money is coming from. We are the paying customer. How come we don't have a say? Oh, we let these guys just drive the bus however they want to drive it.
Because y'all still paying for it. We still paying for it. We still buying the fights. We still going to the fights. We still showing up, spending our money.
So we're the stupid ones. Because we can put a stop to this. I mean, we are the paying customers, and these guys, man, that's slave shit that happened in Africa, man. You know what I mean?
We're not stupid. We're addicted. You know what I'm saying? We drug addicts, man. You know what I'm saying? We a battered female. You know what I'm saying? We listen. Think about this, bro. We've been watching boxing our whole lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? Our dads put up with this shit. They dads put up with this shit.
Man, I can't put up with Lil Stevie, man. Come on, man. Hey, Lil Stevie, bring back the goddamn fights, Lil Stevie.
Bring back the fights, Lil Stevie. Hey, that's funny. Hey, I'm waiting on somebody to accidentally call him Lil Steven in an interview. That would be classic, dog. That would be funny. Hey, so what else was the highlight of your weekend, Kyle? In terms of boxing. What?
Man, being in the mix, right? Calling the knockout a couple rounds before it happened. Right? My name drop a little bit because that's what Kyle Davis does. I name drop. So me and Jojo Diaz, we sitting right next to each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you see that picture on my page? I had posted it.
I mean, whatever you posted, I saw.
Man, so basically, me and him talking, and it's like the second or third round, and then as a Payda hits Regis with a big shot, and Regis did like this, and didn't even like his head didn't go back, he didn't move or nothing. I looked at George. I said, he about to stop him. He go, you think so? I said, he's about to stop him, bro. And man, that he hit him with the kitchen sink in that 11th round. But them dudes was exhausted, Fred. Them dudes fought their ass off, man. And dude, I think if any one of them would have hit each other with something big, either one of them could have got knocked out. That's how much they left out in the ring. You know what I mean? They fought their ass off. Did you see the fight, Fred, or you didn't watch it?
Nah, I didn't watch it. I'm not paying $40. Man, $40?
No, hey, listen. You out of pocket.
No, it wasn't. How much was it?
I was at the fight. I don't even know.
Man.
But Fred,
yeah.
you gotta support the fight because Regis is a friend of the program, man.
Yeah, but it was just hard to watch it. I had to download an app, and college USC is balling out, and I mean, like,
how about Go Blue?
Yeah, I'm a Michigan fan.
Mm-hmm. We both are.
Yeah. Hey, it was beautiful. So I mean, from that standpoint, I mean, I was rooting for Regis, but it's just hard, man, when you got to download an app but I am going to watch the Terrence Crawford fight because I want to see it. And I'm going to watch that card all the way through because I want to see their production.
I heard Terrence Crawford got paid $10 million for that.
He got $5 million up front.
Dang.
Isn't
that crazy, Wakanda?
Man, that's crazy. And you got brothers out there, they're bashing these brother, man, for taking that kind of money when Al Herman and them boys, they're fucking around, man. Fuck them. I'll take the money too, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Bro, and they said $5 million up front. Come
Yeah.
on, blood. Come on.
And guess what, man?
When
That's gonna, the next negotiations with Spence, because they used to say, "Oh, Terrence Crawford, man, he only is selling like 50,000 pay-per-view buys, like he has no pool." Like how much are you making in your fights and stuff like that? Now he gonna bring that to the table, man. I got paid $10 million. What you gonna do? They didn't want to pay him that kind of money.
Yeah, that's scary. What can happen in the next negotiation? Hopefully they come back humble, but the fact that he's getting 10 million for what people call a tune-up fight. I mean, it makes like I'm pretty sure there's a piece of Earl like, damn, 10 million for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Earl is not a jealous. He doesn't come from a jealous perspective, but he's like, shit, I got to get a bag. Like, like it's time for Earl to step up and get a bag. He's not counting. I don't think he's counting his money, but he's looking at Al like, hold up, you want me to go life and death with Stankonia and Keith Thurman, and this guy's getting 10 million? Nah, you gotta come. You gotta come with the bread, Al.
I so surprised that these guys, they don't want to learn. Look at what happened with Anthony Joshua and Wilder. They missed out on that 50 million, man. Like, next week, already in China, they're talking about Corona, man. Like, this shit is about to pop off again. Like, when are you guys going to learn the lesson, man? Get your bread right now. You know what I mean? This pride, put your ego somewhere else.
Yeah.
We've been there. You saw, man, like, the highways were shut down. I'll be the only one entering Dallas, Texas, man. I'm entering the city all by myself because the city is shut down, man. I saw that shit with my eyes, man. Now you got these boxers, man. They're trying to marinate fights and everything. What about if this shit comes back again, man? We've been there.
Right.
You know?
Right. No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. I think that fighters definitely got to be more opportunistic, in terms of the opportunity, because you look at Jamal Charlo, he turned down 3 fights in 9 months. On the zone, he would have got about $7-8 million, which is a lot of money, but at the time Al Heyman was paying exceptionally well. I don't know
which one of the two is the one that's scared. Are you talking about the one that's scared of fighting Terrence Crawford?
Big Charlo. Big Charlo. And so I'm assuming at the time Al Heyman checks were good, like
right.
But it's 2022. Al Heyman checks aren't that, and
these guys are fighting like once a year, man. Like how are they making it? Like, I mean, your overheads. How are they covering that? Like, these guys are not fighting like 3 times in a year. I don't know, like we're getting all this UFC, man. UFC is popping off, man, and that's not even my sport, man. I don't enjoy that shit, man. Like, that's these guys, man. They're taking advantage of our love for the sport, man.
They are. I would agree. What's up, Anthony?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's happening, fellas?
Hey, we good. What you got?
I was just calling, listening in, man. I heard a few things. Thought y'all said my name or something. Heard somebody say Al Heyman. I thought I'd call in.
Oh, I actually, I don't think we're bashing Al Heyman. I think we're just being more pragmatic.
Yeah, I'm just clowning, man. But yeah, but that $10 million, you said he got Crawford. I heard that, but are you saying, are you guys believing that he has that physically in his account, or do you think that's still in a like a trust or something?
I would assume that it's in an escrow account that only he can pull out. It can't go the other way. So as long as it's fulfilled, because they're an upstart, so you got to show proof of funds. Same thing same thing when you purchase a house, you got to show proof of funds, and but you don't have to give up the funds. You just got to show proof of it. Whereas BLK Prime had to give up the funds and put them in escrow. I'm talking about the 100%. So I was listening to that interview, and that threw me back, because I don't know if I would trust a fighter. Even though Terrence Crawford hasn't shown a propensity to miss weight or be undisciplined, but man, to give away $5 million, you know, but they had to lure him in. So
Yeah.
But he can't get the money if he pulls out of the fight or something, right? That's the way they would have it set up, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that.
That's a big risk right there, man. You know, if he gets hurt or anything before the fight happens,
right? Yeah, then that is a big risk, and
man, come on, that's Terrence Crawford, man. It's not a big risk. It's a big risk on a guy like what's his name, Dylan White. You know what I mean? You're talking all this shit. Oh, Wilder this, Wilder that. One motherfucker waited for 1,000 days only to get knocked out by Tyson Fury. Hey, Dylan White, how did that work out for you, man? Motherfucker got knocked the fuck out.
He did.
One shot, bam.
He definitely did. He definitely got knocked out. Yes, Tyson Fury fights this weekend.
And guess what? That motherfucker Dylan, he ain't even talking shit about Wilder now. He knows, man. Like, hey, Wilder now, man, he's back.
Yeah, Wilder's back, and hopefully he, hopefully he gets his money, man. I think they need to really be as independent as possible, as it pertains to getting the money, because I think Wilder has a lot of money for him overseas. I think he can command a lot of attention.
But you know what? One thing I like about he has this new swagger, man. Like he's in a good place right now. You know what I mean?
Seems
he
like
looks like he's in a good place, man. You know, that he's happy about himself. You know,
definitely looks happy. But that's what happens when you got family, man.
That's
you
true.
know, when your life ain't predicated on where you're going tonight. Deontay comes home to a family, man. He got kids yelling and screaming in his house, having fun, playing in the backyard. You don't go home to mistresses and shouldn't say mistresses, but women and and your friends telling you, hey, let's get a table.
Right.
It's a completely different mindset, and men like that should be celebrated. As we mentioned, Brian Custer at the top of the show. Earl Spence does a lot of that stuff on his stories, with his kids. And it's beautiful to see with all of these fighters. I mean, many of these fighters that do it, man. It's really, really important to show your maturation as a man when you're dealing with your fan base.
Exactly.
You're not just talking to a 22-year-old fan base. You're really, it's a full spectrum.
Like the Charlo brothers, man, they're reckless with that mouth, man.
Yeah,
I don't find those brothers appealing, man.
Yeah, like today, I don't think he understands. I don't think he gets the big picture. Jermell Charlo. He comes on with a is it called a? I don't want to mispronounce it, but that Mexican sweater scarf that they wear. You know what I'm talking about? What's it called, Kyle?
Like a poncho?
A poncho, yeah. He came on live with the Mexican poncho. I'm sitting here like it's like you don't get it. You don't get it at all. He's lost in the sauce. I mean, honor them, respect them. But just think what a 37-year-old hard-working fan that's been supporting you your whole life watch you and be like, it's a little bit different, So he's different, and I'll just let him.
Right.
Not let him. He doesn't care what I say. But
you broke anyway, Fred.
Who?
I said you broke anyway.
Yeah.
No, he didn't mean Freddie. He was talking about me. They already know Freddie the Millionaire. They're talking about what kind of man. That's why, hey, I don't miss my words, man.
Yeah, it's I wish they got the big picture, man.
Right.
Like they don't get the big picture,
They think they are the big picture.
They could have been.
They
could have been.
They're just not that that humble. You know, it's just and really I don't know how serious you really can take them. I think they just put on a lot of antics, and they kind of remind me of that the other guy out of Texas who's been doing a lot of that shock jock stuff on lately on YouTube.
Texas.
Charleston White.
Oh, Charleston White.
I mean, now I have listened to him on a calmer note, and he shows sometimes, you know, some wisdom, but then, you know, he does tell everybody that this is a character that he's playing on the internet. And I just think that at the same time, those guys, the Charlos, I don't know if they're playing a character, if that's just really how they are.
No, that's how they are. They very high strung. Very high strung. Yeah, I just wish Jamel would get a PR. I wish they would get a PR person. Like I just wish that they just had a PR person just to slow them down.
But they cannot. They cannot.
Why hasn't Al been able to handle those guys?
You know him better than I do.
No, I don't know him at all. I mean, I'm just saying him being the advisor and him trying to lead them in a direction to be as successful as possible. Right. It seems like somebody, but are they from a one-parent household?
No. I seen their dad at fights. I don't know if mom and dad are still together, but dad goes.
It seems like that's the way I remember that being described. Mm-hmm. Like they were raised by their mom or something.
Grandma's still alive. They bought grandma a house, so it seems like the family structure is there.
That Charleston White dude, man, he cracked me up, man. I seen one of his videos, man. Dude was like, man, this dude called me up, man. I just like, yeah, bitches, nigga, I know your address. What? Then I was like, okay. The dude was like, I sent him 70 dicks. Dick number 1, dick number 2. I sent him 70 dick pictures, man. I said, this dude is crazy, man.
Man.
Insane. The dude said he sent 5 dick pictures, and the 6th one, the dude blocked him.
Oh man, too funny. But yeah, man, it's I wish they would get a PR person, because I they say things that just it's like a chalkboard effect. Like, no, just stop talking. Like, stop talking. You know, it's rough being a Charlo, man. It's really rough, man. He had his, he had his gun on him. He had a poncho, and he has an immaculate home, and he was just being a Charlo. And I wish he just would have sat down and talked to the people, man. You know, like, you're fighting Tim Zoo and family's going good, and you know, I wish he would have. Damn, these people don't take advantage of the opportunity, like Jamal Charlo Saturday. Stop moving, be still, and do an interview with somebody. But they so in love with themselves. They so in love with themselves that they just running around here. Stop. I hope Earl sits down and does an interview with somebody next week when he goes to where's he going? To Vegas. He's going to Vegas. You know, hopefully he sits down and interviews with someone, because
hopefully it's me. Shit.
Man, I heard somewhere Big Baby Miller is back. Is that real?
Yeah, he fought twice already this year, I think. I'm not keeping up, but I didn't see the fights, but I heard he fought twice. You know, so we'll see. I don't know, man. I wish him well. I genuinely wish him well.
I hope he doesn't drop the ball again, man. Like, these brothers.
That ball gone. Now he ain't got no balls. He got pellets now. Like that. I mean, that motherfucker missed an opportunity You fighting a unified, undefeated world champion in your backyard?
Millions, man. I can't believe that dude, man. Like,
and you take
damn.
steroids? You do steroids? Nah, I ain't doing that, man. No, man. I mean, yeah, no way would I have done that. Hey, you know, Maxwell is an Al Heyman artist. He does his concerts. Or at least he did his last tour.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. And with Mary J. Blige. Yeah, that's an Al Heyman tour.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Turn it down though, so it don't strike.
All right.
Yeah, Maxwell.
Yeah.
So it don't strike.
I'm sorry.
No, you didn't know. You didn't know. So what else, Kyle?
Yeah, man. Shit was fun though, man. We got to kick it out with the OG Sheltons, and me and Mex, man, had a great time riding around LA. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We had a great time, man.
That's beautiful.
Great pictures, things like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. I got to do an interview with Virgil Ortiz.
Uh-huh.
So that was cool. Little like 30-second interview, real quick. Some quick. You know how I do. I don't like doing those, but we was talking the whole time anyway. So I was like, well, shit, let me just see.
You should have got his phone number.
I should have.
And did an interview today or tomorrow. You know, that's what Virgil Ortiz seems like a down to earth person.
No, he is. He hella cool.
It seems like it. He comes off that way. His dad gets a little bit overzealous sometimes, but
she was cool too, though.
The dad was?
Hell yeah, everybody was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Kyle Davis though, man. So you know, my life is a little different.
Yeah, you cool, Kyle. So. Right.
Yeah,
I think he should fight Boots, man. That would be a good fight. Then the winner can face either Errol or Terrence Crawford.
Keep wishing.
Shit, Boots trying to get a fight. Is he gonna be on Tank's undercard?
Probably. It's in DC. DC is right next to Philly, so shit.
That don't mean he's gonna be on it.
I'm just saying that makes the most sense.
I think he
they
switched
gyms, man. So it's harder for me to kind of get to him.
I don't think they're gonna let Boots fight either Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence, man. Those guys are they're on another level, you know what I mean? That's destroying the future, you know what I mean? Those guys will come up and take over the division. Because if you put him up there with Errol Spence or Terrence, they'll destroy him.
Right.
You know, so these guys are thinking business, you know.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna fight for a vacant belt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And but Stankonia Virgil Ortiz I like that fight.
Listen, that's a dog fight.
Yeah, that's a hell of a fight. So I haven't seen Virgil Ortiz fight. I've only seen him in highlights, but he seems like he's good. Or I've seen him on IG highlights. So
hey Kyle, you think Errol might end up fighting Keith Thurman?
I hope so he can beat his ass real quick. But...
Man, Keith Thurman is finished, man. That nigga's washed up. He needs to stay married, man.
Keith is done.
He's done.
Keith is, Chief Keith is done.
He's in love with his wife. Not the sport anymore, man.
Can I read y'all something funny, man?
Yeah.
So Jamel Charlo tweets, "Clout chasing is the new promotions. I guess you should have listened to Bob. Motherfucker knew what he was saying. Terrence Crawford, you had a chance to make history for your family. You let the boxing world down. Don't call my name unless you really want to fight. It's different at 154.
See?
Do you know
why that nigga's talking like that, man? Constano messed it up for me, man.
No,
Constano, goddamn it. Man, you should have done better, Constano. You see now this nigga's talking shit, man. Constano, it's your fault. I put it on you, man. In the first fight, you did good, man, but in the second fight, you fucked up, Constano. I don't even like you no more. Now we got this Charlo guy talking too much, man. I'm pissed off, Fred. Constano, it's your fault. You see now the type of text message we're getting it over here, man. Come on, man.
Go ahead, Kyle.
And, but he says nothing about his fucking brother. how he literally just clout chased Saturday.
I mean, it was just ridiculous. Like a guy at 175.
He told the nigga to come to 160, Fredro.
I didn't listen to the interview. I just read the titles. So he's for sale. Is that what we're doing? He's for sale. Jamal Charlo's is for sale now. Is that where we're at?
I guess so.
In fucking sane, man. Jamal Charlo out here chasing light heavyweights.
You don't even want to face Benavidez. That dude be ducking Benavidez, man. Why don't you fight Benavidez? Let's see how bad you are. If you're a badass, man, fight David Benavidez.
Yeah, man.
That's a good fight, though. I'd like to see him and Bivol fight. That you see how when they standing together? Well, I know Cal saw he was right there, but just from that video,
he had on Balenciagas though, brother. He had on boots.
Who? Charlo?
Yeah. He gave him a couple.
I mean, cool. They will be the same height. Then it looks like without those boots, because he was looked like he was taller than Bivol. So I like to see that, man. I like that'd be a good fight. And that I mean, Canelo already fought the dude because that's who Charlo chasing anyway. Is Canelo? He want to get that big name, Canelo, on his his resume.
A question for
I think
you.
if he,
I got a question for you though. How does it happen?
Oh, I can't answer that for you. I'm just saying I would like to see that fight because if he wants to fight Canelo, if he's able to beat Bivol, then that might get him Canelo. I don't know. I like just seeing them together, standing together like that. I like to see that. I hadn't even thought of them two fighting until I saw that.
I'll tell you the fight that I'd really like to see. Usyk Ruiz. That'll be a good fight. A heavyweight, Usyk versus Ruiz. That'll be a good fight. Trust me.
Oh man, listen. The fact that Jamal is out there, it's an unrealistic fight.
But he didn't even take advantage of his opportunities in LA though.
Explain.
Okay, he just ran around, you know what I mean? He didn't like really take no pictures. He ain't really shake no hands. He ain't really say what's up to the fans like that, bro.
I just think it's just their whole career has just been like a waste, man. Like no one's gonna think of the Charlos, and he's an undisputed champion, and no one's gonna think of him, Jamel, in this era of boxing. Like he's forgettable. He's really forgettable, man. And it's awful. It's awful. And that's what you got to live with. I mean, he's a hell of a fighter. He looks good in the ring. He does his job and he knocks people out. He gives the fans what they want, but it's like he doesn't correlate to the fan. It's something about him that doesn't click. He's just not registering with the fans.
What kind? You got to turn down music.
Oh yeah, he got it. He got his girl. He said.
Oh yeah, he got it going.
Yeah.
When you hear Miguel, something about to go down.
All right, come on, man. You know Wakanda, man. Wakanda got 2-3 wives in the background, man. Come on, what you talking about, man? Shit. What you talking about? You know me, I'm a king, man. Shit.
Oh man, 2 or 3? Is that how you do it?
Oh, I got 2 tonight. Shit, I mean,
you got what?
I got 2.
2 wives?
1 wife, 1 girl. Hey, come on, Fred, man. I ain't trying to put my business out here like that.
Oh, okay, no, I know, no, because you said it, so I just wanted to give you a moment to teach these young men like how.
Do you want me to call up my wives, man? I can start waking them up right now, man.
No, I don't want you to do that. No, that's not what I want. I wanted like the
Oh, I
The,
know. Carl looking at me funny, like, is this nigga for real, man? I like, this is Wakanda, man. Shit, I pull from the parking lot, bro.
I want you to give the game. I want you to give the game.
When
How
you
do
guys,
you?
man, I need to bless you guys, man. It's gonna be a moment the day you guys come to the motherland, man. You know, it's Carl, man. I got some special for him, man.
Welcome to the motherland. Where are you right now?
Oh, in Missouri.
Missouri. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, no, that's dope. But Bivol was a waste of time, Anthony. It's a waste of time. Why would he fight him at 168 for no belt when he has a
Right.
rematch clause with Canelo and the money is completely different? Like it's like it just makes me think that, or help me realize that there's really no solid infrastructure or no plan at PBC. The fact that he's at a calling out Bivol. No, how about you give Bivol his respect?
Thank you.
Man, you've had a hell of a year.
Thank you.
Man, what you've done to Ramirez, what you've done to Canelo, you've had a hell of a year, man.
Yeah.
Man, you had a hell of congratulations, man. And in the next year or so, I'll be at 168, 175, but that's neither here nor there. But congratulations and keep my belts warm. You know, like, you know, say something. I want to fight you. No, it don't work like that, man. Nah, it's just so unrealistic, man. It's
like your boss just got beat. Canelo just got, man. The nigga, the dude beat the shit out of Canelo, man. What do you think he gonna do to you, man? There's levels to this shit. Start somewhere, man. Humble yourself. Start with Benavides. You know, from the work your way up, man. You know, like you think, man, get off your high horse, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, why do people have a problem with Canelo being mad about dudes stepping out on their flag in the Mexican jersey? Like,
oh yeah,
how are people mad about that?
Somewhere at the World Cup. Yeah, I think that happened at the World Cup, man. I read it somewhere.
People were mad at that?
No, Canelo was pissed off. Canelo was pissed off at Messi.
Yeah.
Messi from Argentina, he's pissed off at him because I think he was using the Mexican flag to what was he wiping? The floor?
Yeah, he stepped out on it, kicked it and shit, you know.
Did they beat Mexico? Is that what it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Beat them. And people are mad at Canelo?
Yeah, for being mad about him doing that.
Why would you be mad at Canelo?
You know how it is, man. A lot of these niggas, man, you know,
black people are mad at Canelo?
Yeah, of course.
You don't even know Spanish. Mind your business.
You.
Mind, that's none of your business, nigga. Negro, that's none of your business.
You know what they're doing. They're making
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know.
They're making it about race, man.
I know. I mean, I don't even know why we like poking, business. I mean,
about race.
We just found out that we are the real Israelites, man. You know what I mean? Not them Jews, man. They've been lying. What they put in the books and everything, man. Africans, we're the real Jews.
Oh, wait. But I want to know how this is about race for black people.
Oh, if Gervonta Davis or Earl Spence would have said that, they would
said
have been.
What?
You know, because Canelo said something about he better pray to God that he don't see him.
Mm-hmm.
And they, you know, so they made it about like, so if a black athlete would have said that, you know, he'd have been living with a thug or some shit. You know how it go, man.
Who said it?
I forgot where I seen it.
Oh, okay. That sounds weird. That sounds like you're looking for racism.
I missed that part. Who said what?
I'm confused. Anthony, I'm confused. They said, yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, it was just like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, one thing don't have to do nothing with the other. But I'm with Canelo. Like if a nigga just stepped out on my country flag, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna. I'm gonna be upset too. I ain't finna just be all like, let it go. If I felt that way about America, you know what I'm saying?
Who stepped on the Mexican flag?
Messi. You know Messi from Argentina. You know Messi. There's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi from Argentina.
Oh, they both from Argentina.
Yeah, after they beat Mexico.
No. One from Portugal.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, man.
Is this in boxing or is this some other sport?
Soccer.
Is it soccer or something?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
soccer. Mhm.
Man,
Oh yeah, I did see somebody.
I don't
didn't
get
read
that.
it.
How the hell is a black man complaining? Huh? Man, we got a problem with race, man. Like it's just too much, man. Hey, when people are talking Spanish right next to me, I don't be like, man, I wish I knew Spanish. I just keep, oh man.
So,
you talking
so you
Spanish?
saying a black American started complaining about it?
Go ahead, Kyle.
Man, Anthony, man, you should been listening, man. I ain't gonna repeat that again.
My bad, man. I had stepped away, but you said a black American
Yeah,
started complaining.
No, you stepped away, man. Should have had some earbuds in. Shit.
I ain't got them in. My bad.
Yeah, but that's weird to me. I ain't even gonna front. That's weird. I mean, you looking under the carpet for racism. You know what I mean? Man. like damn. like man, I don't go looking for racism, man. I don't, man. Man. Why you talking to me like that? Because I'm black. Man. Yeah, man. It's best player. They say Messi is the best player in the world.
I think so.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. What? Why? Because he's not black.
So they're all Spanish. Portugal and Venezuelan. Those they speak Spanish, right? Or some form of it.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I know you got a Portuguese language they speak in
Brazil,
in Rio area, but yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense if it's.
You gotta find out who said that shit, man. I want to watch that video.
No, it was like a tweet.
Who tweeted it?
I'll find it too.
Man, that's weird, man. That's weird, man. So what would y'all say if more PBC fighters left and went to BLK Prime?
I don't know, but I did. Let me make one comment for y'all answer that.
Yeah,
I would say though that if it was the other way around, it may be talked about more. Well, I don't know how much been talked about. So hell, let me stop. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But we spending too much time on some what if racism, man. Stop, man. Get your money up, man. like, go do homework with your son or daughter, man. I mean, it's just too much, man. What if it was a black person? What if this? Yeah, shit.
I'm just talking, like they will blast it all over the media. But if y'all know about it coming from the media, then it's probably been blasted already anyway, even though it was Canelo. So that's why I ain't got much to say about it, because I don't know.
But that's a sickness, though. That's a sickness when you can look at every example and be like, man, if I was black, that's
it's the truth though, Fred, because all over the world they look at I watch a lot of those shows where those guys go travel around and they're just, I guess, visiting or whatever and showing you what it's like in these other countries. And I just watch it just to kind of like when Michael was talking about the homelessness in LA. I was watching that probably like a month ago, and I was like, dang, I was just seeing all these places that the people walking by with all those little tents and stuff up, man. It looked horrible down there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I thought it looked bad in Atlanta, but God, dog, man, it looked horrible in California, man. I was surprised, but anyway, with all that said, we have a stigma all over the world as far as Black Americans, for sure.
I don't think it's a stigma, man. I think it's how we value ourselves, because we're giving out the imagery. We're rapping, we're twerking, we're giving it off. We're signing the contracts to dance and act like a nigga. How are people gonna treat you if that's what you're promoting? Like, the accountability starts at home, man. Charity starts at the home. So I mean, we can't tell.
I agree with that, Fred. But are you rapping? Are you busting it down? So what I'm saying is that what the news is putting out there, the propaganda they're putting out there, that's being spread all over the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They not taking the Fred Hawthornes or the guys that come on the show that they're legit businessmen or blue collar or whatever workers, and putting that out there so much. They're putting out the negativity. If I turn on TV, the news now, I'm gonna see more negativity than I'm gonna see positivity about the black race or the culture. So
Yeah,
it's just
get all of that. I get all of that. And however, it's our choice to promote that. It's our choice to write the lyrics. It's our choice to dance to it, to memorize the song. So, I mean, yeah, that's what's popular. There are millions of people that will never ever come to America. And that's what we're projecting.
Hey, Fred.
But they
you got,
love
you
that.
got,
See,
you got
when
Twitter,
you go
Fred?
around the world, they love that part, Fred. They love all the music. They love that stuff
Screenshot
right
it.
there. They love the
Give it
rappers
to me.
and stuff.
I'm gonna send it to you.
But what they're scared of is the black man. Because if you get a foreigner to come over here and it's a black guy needs some help, they more than likely gonna be scared to help that guy. You understand? But if it's vice versa, it's a white guy, they'd probably be more apt to help them. It's just
You're missing what I'm. Yeah, I mean that's all sounds cute. It sounds eloquent. It sounds beautiful. Whatever the case might be. But we are projecting. We are giving off the imagery. We are willfully doing it. So we can't sit here and be like, "Oh, it's cool to dance to. It's cool to crip walk. It's cool to do everything else." But we can't. And that's seen by millions because of this internet.
Yeah.
But
No,
what
so
I'm
we gotta
saying,
accept
Fred,
it.
that's not what the people are afraid of, bro. They like that. You can go anywhere in the world and they'll be doing Snoop Dogg's crip walk. I mean, everybody will do it. They love it. They pay to see that. But I'm saying if you took the so-called trailer park white guy and start blasting all the negative things they're doing, all about the meth and all this stuff all over TV on a regular basis, showing them killing each other and things like that on a regular basis, then people all over the world would come and be afraid of that guy.
But
you understand what I'm saying?
You're
It's just a
missing what.
difference.
No, it is a choice. Stop.
Okay.
No,
I'm not talking about the choice of the people. I'm saying what's being spread all over the world by the media.
No, it's not
Black
the
is
media.
negative.
These black people are signing contracts to act in these films. These black people are signing contracts to rap. Like, no, put the accountability on the people that's actually willfully signing their name.
I get that part, Fred, but what I'm telling you is that around the globe, the stuff you're talking about and pointing out is the stuff that they like. That's selling all over the
The
globe.
reason
for white
why they
people and
like it is
everybody.
because no, you don't understand what I'm.
I get what you're saying, but you're missing what I'm saying to you.
No,
is
I
that
don't
the
have
stuff
to.
you're talking about that you're saying that's degrading us. Okay, it may be the backlash from that's corrupting our younger people over here, and that's causing that imagery to go on there. But as far as them signing those contracts and them doing those dances and that music, that hip hop stuff is loved all over the world, bro. That's why they pay for them to come over there and perform.
Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
And the PBC strikes again too.
What happened?
Another boxer gets fucked over.
Who?
I can't even say until he get a fight. I'll tell you off wax though. I'll let
Tell
you
me
know.
the
But
deal.
I just can't say. Nah. Nigga, you gonna come out and say it. Nigga. I know how you.
Why would I say it and you told me not to?
All right, for sure. I'll let you know. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you know how they do it again. They set you up. They say, "Hey, man, fight this guy for me." You know what I mean? We'll take care of you. Just do this fight for us, man. We'll have an opponent. Nobody will take the fight. Please take this fight for us, man. We'll take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do it, and you don't fight again.
Who is it? Tell me in the DM.
I'll tell you in the DM. I'll tell you.
Why you even bring it up on the show? You don't want to let everybody in on it.
I mean,
yeah, I could give you a little bit of. I can give you some, nigga. I don't need to give you all of it. Shit, there's a lot of people that tell me that they about the PBC. I can't tell you because shit, they still in the contract. They still can't come out and say it, nigga. You know what I mean? They can't just say, yeah, this is it. Go ahead, and tell everybody. No, nigga, they can't. They won't get another fight, nigga. They're in the contract.
they were at the fight Saturday night. You was hollering at them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of fighters out there, man, that are having the time of their life, you know, and they struggling, man. But something gonna shake, man. Man, these fighters ain't gonna sit still and see all that money at BLK Prime and they ain't making no money. Oh yeah, for sure. He's stuck like a motherfucker. Yeah. He thought he was coming back in January. He ain't fighting in January.
Yeah, he ain't heard shit.
Nah, he ain't fighting in January.
You know what I'm saying? But people always they want to just look at the superstars. You know what I'm saying? That's all they care about. Oh, they ain't doing him like that. They ain't doing him like that. But it's like, nigga, hold on. What about we need these niggas, like the niggas that's like not like the best
We
fighters,
watch
but
more non-celebrity boxers fights than celebrity boxer fights. Fans don't even know that. You watch 3 fights before you get to the celebrity. 2 fights before you get to the celebrity. But we don't understand it. It's more of us in boxing than it is of a Deontay Wilder, or Canelo, or it's just hardworking men and women that do it for a living. Get their 150,000, 75,000 and go home and take care of their family. It's more of us. Blue collar guys. Way more.
And so that's the point. That's why I get so mad at the PBC, because like they sold these people a dream that it was like on some black power shit.
Oh man, well, I mean, it's gonna be. I don't know, man. I just think that I'm not. I have no information. I don't know this to be true, but I'm willing to bet that something's gonna shake. I'm willing to bet a handful of PBC fighters are gonna sign with BLK Prime and maybe some former DAZN fighters. Or I just think it has to happen because they're not fighting. So I think
that would really change the balance of power. I think we need that. There's too much control. Some of these guys, man, they just
Right.
they've got too much power. It's about we
Right.
distributed the whole power.
Right.
Oh, hey man, if these guys have got too much power, man, we gotta take it, man.
Right. And the same optimism that I had for Al Heyman, I'm gonna have for BLK Prime because I don't want Bob Arum in control of boxing. I don't want a monopoly in boxing. That's the one thing I don't want. That will keep the fans never getting what they want. Although I will say Bob Arum has done a really good job the past 3 years. I would say past year and a half of really stringing together some good fights, unifications and fights we want, So, I mean, we got 2 fights that we really wanted this year. Joe Smith, Beterbiev, and Shakur and Oscar Valdez. We got them both, although he took a little bit too long to give us the Valdez fight, but we still got it in Valdez Prime. So, and then we getting Haney and Loma. I want that. I want to see that.
That's a good one right there.
That's a great fight, dog.
And Shakur was supposed to fight Pitbull. Come on,
No,
that's
that
a
ain't
dangerous fight.
That'll never happen. That'll never happen. That was basically freeing up the fighter.
Yeah.
It was like, Bob got all 4 belts. He ain't got to listen to the WBC. What I mean? That means nothing. That literally meant nothing. So
okay.
It's
It was ordered, but they said Pitbull turned down the fight.
It don't matter. It wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. Bob,
I'm trying to figure out.
So you saying that Pitbull had accepted the contract that it still wasn't going to happen? I'm just trying to understand that.
No, it can't happen because Bob is going to put Shakur in position to be the mandatory if he so be it. Remember, he has all 4 belts, so it
So
don't
you
matter.
saying that the reason why is because of Bob? Because so then are you saying that the contract that Bob sent over to Pitbull was a contract that he knew Pitbull
No, that's
would
not
take?
what I'm saying. No. What I'm
Okay.
saying is
Okay.
Bob controls the 135-pound division because he has all 4 belts. So with that being said, he's going to make sure that his fighter under contract gets the mandatory spot. Do you
Okay,
understand?
but that fight would have put that person is going to put that person up to go against the person who is it, Devin Haney, who has all the belts. This is what I'm saying to you. This is the question I'm asking, because you said that it couldn't happen, it wasn't going to happen.
No, it wasn't going to happen.
But Shakur, whatever, he's saying that they sent Pitbull.
Shakur can say whatever he wants. Jamal Charlo went up to Bivol and said, "I want to fight you." Like, it's so mean.
No, but listen. Shakur said contract was sent. Pitbull, his team turned it down.
They can say what they want.
All right, so you saying that he's lying?
Somebody has to turn down the fight, whether it's Al or Bob. It's that fight was never happening.
He's not.
It doesn't matter who turned it down. It wasn't happening. Do you understand? It wasn't happening. It's an unrealistic.
So
fight.
were they doing it for clout?
I don't see how you make that statement, because if Pitbull had signed it, then
Al and Bob know that fight isn't happening. You got to mute yourself after you talk. They know when they know the fight ain't happening. It's just okay. If Al Heyman sends Bivol's team a contract, the fight ain't happening. Oh, we sent over the contract. No, it ain't happening.
Hold on, Fred. Al wasn't involved with it. He's not Pitbull's. Pitbull is not his fighter.
Oh my gosh, man! Don't worry. Don't forget we even had this conversation. Forget we even had this conversation, because you're just going off of what the fighters are going to say. It's cool. It's.
I mean, you wouldn't take the fighter over what I said if the fighter's saying it? I mean, that's all I'm saying, man. I'm just trying to.
I just told you. I'm telling you, the fight is impossible. That fight would never happen. Who cares who turned the fight down?
Right.
To the average fan, oh yeah, Pitbull turned the fight. No, Al and Bob are never working on that fight. Bob is going to put his fighter in position for a mandatory. And
the people
I don't
for
know.
Shakur were at the WBC, and they were the ones requesting all that. So I just don't understand.
It wasn't there, but
he had representation.
Oh my gosh! And you're the reason why. You're the reason why they do these things. Do these things so you can be like, oh, he turned down the fight. He turned no. Al and Bob was not going to make it. It's just posturing. Thank you. All it is posturing. Thank you. Higher thinking. Just posturing. That's all it was. It's no more, no less. It was never going to come to
what though? Posturing for what? What's the reason?
Listen.
I think that's the big problem in boxing. We are not.
No, I agree.
The promoters, we're not holding the promoters accountable. Why are we?
I agree.
Fighters?
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not about Shakur or who's this? What's his name again? This is how Heyman, Eddie Hearn, and these guys, man. They are the bosses in the background. Like what Fred is talking about, man. We've heard it over and over. Contracts have been sent. We've heard about we sent back the contract. Oh, we are sending it back again. Was the contract signed? No. These fights we are talking about, these contracts, and we up to now we ain't got no fights. So we need to start holding these promoters accountable. Let's put them on a burner.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of going to Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, or whoever it is, man. Let's hold this. I think this BLK thing is good, man. We need to centralize this whole thing, man.
Now, from that perspective, I would agree with you. We should hold Bob accountable. Like, why didn't you make the fight? He's going to come up with something. Well, we sent over the contract, they didn't accept it, and yada yada yada, but that maybe they could send over the contract, but they know they're not going to accept it. You know, it's like prepping your best friend when you're out, when you're going out. Hey, say I'm going out with you tonight. That's all it is. You know, it ain't no. That's the reality of it.
I just want to know, why do you believe that they would waste that time to do all that, to send over an offer, to go before the WBC talking about it, and then this is only posturing, like they really Bob never really planned on making the fight, even though Bob did say he said the same thing you said, that he didn't think that Pit Bull would take the fight, which he didn't take the fight.
No, he didn't.
But now that makes me wonder, what was the contract? You understand? I mean, or what was the offer that he sent over that made Pitbull say no? You understand what I'm saying? It's like it got to be a reason at the end of the day. And I'd like to know, what is the reason? What's the next move for Shakur? Because now Shakur is talking about that guy's Williams Zepeda.
I hear that's a good fight. I haven't seen him fight. I don't know what the contract was sent, but it's just a silent agreement that these promoters have with one another, man. They know when it's reality. That's just it, man. Pitbull Cruise has been the co-main event on a handful of pay-per-views. They're not gonna send him somewhere else so another promoter can make money off of him. That's how they do their business. And I would agree with Wakanda that we need to hold these guys accountable, you know, but you know, so
because I mean it just gets like, Fred, look at I was listening to Terrence Crawford. He was saying, man, he went to Al and told him, man, there's this these guys, they want to buy the fight for this match, and I'll say no. Why would you? Like, I mean, if you're not putting up the money, you know, let the fighters go make their money. You know what I mean? Like your projections or your anticipations, thinking maybe, you know, if I marinate this fight next year, you don't know. Like we say, like you're not God. Like I said, you know, we can be hit by Corona. Like these guys are getting old. How old is Terrence Crawford? He's almost what, 34, 35?
35.
You know what I mean? How many signature fights does he have? How many signature fights does Aerospace have? Like, these guys have wasted this guy's youth. You know what I mean? Like, this guy, they should have been having, like, you know, like Floyd, the way he fought. You know, Oscar De La Hoya. You know, Shane Mosley. You know, Canelo. You know, all big names. You know? But these guys, man, you're 35 years old, man, and, you know, you're still trying to marinate a fight? Like, you know, like Aerospace and Terrence Crawford are like 22 or 21, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And yes, they may lose a lot of money, but they got the best fighter in the world to push their product. You can't. The rarity in which BLK Prime came into the market space is insane. You know, to have access to a fighter like Terrence Crawford,
right,
who would have been locked up by a promoter. You know, it's very rare that you come in, you can get an Adrian Broner, and
I think it's wide open right now, man. You know, like the way they've been fucking up the game, man. Like the fighters are not happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can. Go ahead, Anthony.
So you build up the fighter so they can get a chance at the belt. They get right there to where they're in position to be next up for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
But because I would have to speculate that they don't want Pit Bull to jump in front of, say, a Gervonta Davis or somebody that could fight Devin Haney. Or, you know, there's got to be some reason to that, because the whole point is to build them up so that they can have a shot for a belt. And if you're a fighter and you have some say so and what you want to do as far as your career, how do you allow them to say, you know, to turn that down? I mean, and just remember, like yeah, Al Heyman has something to do with building him up because he put him in there with Tank, but he's not signed to PBC. So, you know, that's just strange, man. I just don't understand that whatsoever. You get the guy right there, and then he says no.
Man, do you know how bad I feel, man? I blame Bob Arum for Terence Crawford not fighting Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence, man.
Right.
As soon as
Definitely.
Terence Crawford, man, the contract is,
Manny.
now he can still make the. I feel bad. And Bob is the type of guy that he's come on barbershop conversation, man. Like he comes to address us. So like I take it back, man. I apologize if I ever said anything bad about Bob Arum, man. That's my guy. It's these guys, man. These guys that I want to deal with, man. Al Heyman and Lil Stevie.
Yeah, they are challenging to deal with, man, and especially Lil Steven now. Lil Steven's integrity is in question now. He used to be a man that I thought had a high level of integrity, man.
Right.
But he's basically lying to the people too. The deal is done. You ain't even got signed contracts. Stop lying to the people, man. Deal done. Man, you know what can happen between now and then?
Exactly.
Without a signed contract? Man, come on, man.
That motherfucker be wetting my mouth, man. Then when we come to like it's all about the end game. How do you finish? You hype us up. Oh, this fight, and then in the end we ain't got the fight, man. That pisses me the shit off, man. You know what I mean? Like I want to just come over here, man, and just rip them up. You know what I mean? I gotta breathe, man, because I love the sport.
Right. No, you're right. And at the end of the day, it would be great if we just got the fights, and I think Al is going to be in position because I genuinely believe that some fighters, if they haven't left already, I think they're leaving,
I used to say, man, if Adrian Broner can get a contract, if Adrian Broner can get signed on, oh, he's on. Trust me.
Right.
Adrian Broner couldn't even get a fight. The guy is ballooned up, man. I don't know what they saw in Adrian Broner, man. That's problems right there. That man is not going to show up for a fight, man. I mean, that Terence Crawford, that's a disciplined individual. But Adrian Broner, mental arrangement disorder. Somewhere, so he's always fucking up,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Say it again. Anthony?
Go ahead, man. You're about to respond to him. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Oh, thank you. It looked like I'm keenly watching Adrian Broner, Wakanda, and it looks like he's excited. He's training his girl now. He looks like he's turning the corner, and I would agree with you that you gotta really stay. You got to stay on AB. If you're talking about the accountability levels of a Terence Crawford and Adrian Broner, yeah, they're different for sure, very different, and. But AB got a chance to change his life. You know what I mean? I never want to see a man. I want to be an ally of a man with his back against the wall. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to be in the crowd pointing my finger at a man with his back against the wall. Because he fears nothing now.
I mean, because Fred, man, these guys are businessmen, and they're businessmen, and they're putting millions behind these guys. You know what I mean? So like, if you putting so much money behind this product, Terence Crawford is going to show up. You know what I mean? Errol Spence is going to show up. Wilder is going to show up.
Right.
Big baby, man. He's going to go all up. He's going to go over there, man, and smoke something, or you know what I mean, like juice up. Those guys are unreliable. And we keep seeing this over and over. How many times has Adrian Broner, messed up? So I don't know what be okay with Adrian Broner there. I was like, okay, ain't nothing wrong with giving the brother another chance. We all deserve a second chance. I hope, he gets it together this time, man.
We're gonna be watching with a keen eye, and I want AB to, to do it this time, man. Hold him accountable though. I'm big on accountability. Hold him accountable. If he blows it, yeah, go in on him. We'll see. We'll see. He's fighting in February, he says, right? So we'll definitely see. So that means he got November, December. He's gonna make weight. He's 3 months away. I have no problem, especially with Coach Cunningham. I don't know him that well, but what I do know of is that motherfucker's a no nonsense motherfucker. You know what I mean? I've never been down at his camp or nothing like that. I've only seen him at fights, but he liked him up. I honestly, I would, yeah. He would be great for like dads that want to get into boxing. You know what I mean? Dads that want to go through a camp and some shit. You know what I mean? And we want to lose our little belly and shit and get in shape and, you know what I mean, get our swagger back. Go to Camp Cunningham for 30 days. You know what I mean? Yeah, drill sergeant, you know. So, but I do know he was in the military. So yeah, so I can see that for sure. You know,
Man, when is this dude fighting? Gary Russell. When is he fighting, man? That dude hasn't fought in.
he should have been on Tank's card. I thought either Tank or Hurd would be on Tank Davis card. And I ain't really seen nothing shake from Jared Hurd, like in terms of like I'm fighting or anything like that. You know,
He might be done, man. He might
Man,
be done.
Hurd, that's the dude from DC, right?
yeah, you think he's done? Why? Why would you say he's done?
I mean, I haven't seen
Man,
nothing, heard
Jerome
nothing.
beat the shit out of that nigga, man. Damn, like, he wasn't even covering his face, man. I was like, man, do something, man. Cover your face, man. Shit, I think he thought he was gonna be a walk in the park, man, until he got dropped on until he kissed the ground, man. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that
Yeah,
fight
what
was
you
something
call
else.
Yeah, what you call it? Gave him a rough go around. You know, that was J-Rock's Michael Jordan night, man. Damn, he couldn't do
Jerome,
nothing wrong.
hey, Jerome came to fight that day, man.
Man,
Hey, Jerome came in like he was Buster Douglas, man.
listen, nobody would have beat J-Rock that night.
Man, he came in like Buster Douglas when he beat Mike Tyson, man.
No one would have beat J-Rock that night, man. J-Rock was on one. And I'm gonna give myself credit because I took him to the UPS to get his uniform Friday or Thursday or Friday. Yeah. He was waiting for an Uber, and I was like, I'll take you, man. I ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, man, it was cool.
And with her, that was a fight. That was like his first fight back home, right?
Yeah, that was his first
Man,
fight.
that shit was embarrassing, man. Because I was rooting for the boy, man, for the dude, man, because he was out there, going, from door to door. He was handing out, selling the fight and stuff like that, man. I was rooting for him, man, until Jerome, man, just flipped the script, man. I was like,
Jared Hurd is easy to root for too. He is such a tremendous young man.
Yeah,
he is, man. He's
very calm and collected.
He's a breath of fresh air.
Very calm and collected young fella.
Ain't nothing about him that will make you believe he's a fighter. His father did a great job with him, and his mother for that matter. Rest in peace to his dad. But I don't think he's done. I think it looks like he's rounding into shape.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's going up to 160. I heard. So maybe he'll catch weight at 64 or something like
64.
that. Okay. Yeah, 63, whatever the case may be. But he's going to fight at 160. It's no way in hell he can make 154.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not after a year and a half layoff.
Yeah.
Not after a year and a half layoff. I don't think he can make that. It's like that's what I think Earl was saying. I can make 147 one more time. You know what I mean? And that's what he says, man. I can't make 147 twice in 1 year. That's why I don't think.
Hey, Fred, are you gonna be excited though if Earl goes to 154?
Man, he got a lot of fights up there. He got a lot of fights. Imagine him and Tony Harrison. That would be fun.
That would be a good one.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun. Press conference. I think Earl would just sit there and laugh because you can't out-talk Tony Harrison.
No.
Now, Earl, I don't give a fuck how smart you are, Earl.
Yeah.
Do not get into a talking contest with Tony Harrison.
He can't real with it for real.
Nah, you might as well just say, man, I respect Tony Harrison, man. I love what him and his dad did.
Yeah.
You might as well go that route. Matter of fact, anybody fighting Tony Harrison from this point forward, don't waste your time trying to talk that dude. Like it ain't happening, man. It ain't happening because you got a filter.
Yep.
You can't out talk a motherfucker that ain't got a filter and can talk shit. So you might as well just give up and be like, man, I love what you're doing with your dad, man. You've been putting it on for the city for a long time, but
Hey, Fred, may imagine the press conference, AB and Rolly. That would be crazy, man.
We got to get that fight, man. Oh man.
Rolly and AB, man, I would watch the press conference, man. That would be pay-per-view, man, by its own, you know.
Man, we got it. Yeah, we got to get that fight. Rolly and AB, we got to get that fight. That would be fun. But I mean, from what I heard, man, not Dallas. Vegas called me yesterday and be like, "Man, Fred, can you believe Rolly turned down the fight, turned down the deal or something like that." So, I got to get the particulars, but
Rolly turned down what fight?
it wasn't a fight. It was just a deal. It was a deal. So we'll see what happens. You know, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do, but he turned down. It was someone from his team too. Called me like, "Man, can you believe this shit? We did all of this, and we had to turn down the deal, man. Career high money. He had to turn down career high money, man. Someone need to ask Rolly about that. You know, yeah.
I talked to Box Talk.
I don't know.
That's like Rolly best friend for real.
Oh yeah. No, Rolly will tell you. Rolly ain't holding the shit back. Rolly will say, "Yeah, man, I got, yeah, you know." But people should be asking about it now. I ain't never lied, not one time. Yep. Rolly got.
Yeah, but I don't think that Danny
PBC
Garcia is gonna be easy. You know, he's gonna hang in there for, you know, like he never won any big fights at 147, man. You know, so even when he moved to 154, man.
Who's that?
Danny Garcia.
He's at 154 right now.
Right, he's at 154. I don't think he's gonna win any signature fights over there, man. Like big fight.
He don't have to. You don't need no signature fights. No, he got his bread straight. He good where he at.
I could see him fighting like I don't think he'll fight a southpaw at 54. Like a Tony Harrison type, you know. Yeah.
Well, maybe when Terrence Crawford moves to 154 and beats the shit out of Charlo, then you know maybe he might use Danny Garcia as a tune-up.
Terrence and Danny, I like that fight at 154. I mean, obviously, I would favor Terrence. You know.
How you know Danny Garcia getting knocked out?
Well, I don't know. Or even Lubin. Even Lubin at 154. You know. Lubin made news last week. He's like, "Man, I need to fight more than once a year." You know. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Inactivity is the devil.
Who?
Yes, sir.
Inactivity.
Yeah, inactivity is devil. Anthony, what you got, man? We getting out of here, man. We appreciate Wakanda coming through. What you got for us, Anthony? What you got, Anthony? Thank you, Anthony, for hanging out with us.
All right, fellas, man, y'all have a good one, man.
Thank you, Wakanda.
All right, you too, man.
Go ahead, Anthony.
I'm still over here looking, trying to see, because I thought they had Shakur ranked too. I don't see him ranked. 135. I'm still looking at that because I'm trying to see who could Cruz be fighting. He has quite a few people that he could fight, but and I was also just trying to see, because I know I heard them saying that this fight would put them in line to be next up for a title shot. So I don't know if it was with Haney or not though, because I don't see I don't even see Shakur being ranked on the 135 side. So I don't know.
Well,
I'm just looking at it. You said what now?
I'm sorry, he did have a fight at 35.
Who?
Shakur.
No, his last fight was 130, but he missed the weight.
So 135. That's the weight class. Once you go over 130 and 135.
So you saying that fight was a 135 fight?
Yeah, because it's over 130. You can't be a 130 fight if you're over 130.
But they don't have him ranked in it. They don't have him under the 135 division when I just looked it
Yeah,
up.
and Bob ain't figured out what he's gonna do with him yet. You'll know when his next fight what belt he going after, and that's gonna be next in line because whoever wins is gonna have all 4 belts. And if Loma wins, Shakur getting him. Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. If Devin wins,
He
then
going up.
I don't know. See, that's the whole problem, man. See, does Devin go up after this fight and relinquish his power? You know, because going to 140 makes him a kryptonite. You know, so that
He
means
still got power at 140 though.
no, but what I'm saying is power, like business power. Like he has power now. I don't know, man. It's interesting to see what they gonna do because Shakur's. I mean, Loma's their last fight, but obviously it has an option on it. No way, Bob has to refuse that fight. You know, so yeah, I can see Leo fighting Cruz, but he's going down to 126 because he got to defend that belt. You know, he's been a super champion at 126 for years, and ain't. That's why I tell these fighters, man, when you see these fighters hiding these belts and Jamal Charlo and Oscar Valdez and on the PBC side, and you got other fighters on the other side and how they get the babysit belts and shit, that tells you that promoter on that side has influence with that belt, with the people who runs that belt, you know. So, you know, we'll see. Anyways,
Hey,
yes.
was that
Any
not the
last words,
first?
Anthony? One second. Any last words, Anthony?
Nah, man, I'm just gonna keep looking because I just want to see who how this could be going down. But no, I don't have anything, man. You know.
Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, though. We appreciate you, though.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
Thank you, Anthony. Go ahead, Kyle.
I was the first person to say the WBA was we back Al. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember you said something about it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's a tragedy, man.
So what fight can get you out the house? What is the fight that can get you
It's
out
not
the
really
house?
a fight. It's just my mindset. It's not really a fight. It's like life is great, family's happy, I'm happy. We're in unison. You know, it's about my zen. It's about my peace. You know, and every day I wake up happier. Like family's good, kids waking you up in the morning, and you know, life is beautiful, man. Life is beautiful. I get to take a siesta in the middle of the day, and you know, and my employees are great. You know, my contractors are great. You know, life is really in a good space for me right now. And you know, I don't want to go on vacation. You know, I don't want to let my guard down for a couple of days. I like how intentional I am right now with my time and with my family, and you know.
No, for sure.
And when you get to a space in your life, you can hear my voice. Don't fuck your peace up. Don't do it for pussy, for money. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Man, when you got that zen, and people don't understand it, man. People don't understand it, how people think you're crazy. People think you're weird because they've never experienced peace on higher than you even thought it could be, you know. And so people don't understand it, man. People think that when you rather sit at home that you're crazy, and I'm healthy, yeah, and I'm very healthy, you know. You know, so did a 4-mile run today. It's you know, I'm very happy, man. This is and rich. I forgot that part. I'm fucking loaded. You know, like, oh my gosh. Man, don't fuck up your peace for pussy, man. A lot of us is about A lot of grown men, it's either money and pussy, is our weaknesses, and don't do it. Don't do it. Stay disciplined. Stay in your pocket. Stay in your space, and you'll be happy. For sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through tonight, man.
Y'all niggas get out of here, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to ride that wave, man. I've been on it for 2 years, though, man. Like when people said, Fred, you afraid to go to fights? No, I'm not. I'm writing this script. I'm paying this writer thousands of dollars to help me write this script. Why would I spend $3,000 on a fight when I need to pay $3,000 on the script writer? Like, it's not, it's I was very intentional during COVID, so I chose not to. So I encourage everybody, man, make these decisions, man. That's gonna make your name live forever. Okay, there we go. I'm back. The miracle of life. Life's a play with no rehearsal. There's a lot. So, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate y'all.